Well, from federal politics to provincial politics now, the government of Alberta needs your input to hammer out the details on new regulations for health and safety on farms in the province. They're looking for people who know the industry to work on 6 technical teams. Gerard Lampow has the details.
We're going to have, I think, a very robust representation of the entire industry.
The Alberta government passed the Enhanced Protection for Farm and Ranch Workers Act last December to protect and compensate waged and non-family ag sector workers. The government is seeking the input of producers to work out the regulations going forward. Becky Peterson and her husband have a mixed agriculture operation north of Edgerton.
The NDP government pushed this bill through despite protests, despite petitions. But now they're asking for us to give input, and so I think it's really important for us to step up and give whatever input we can.
Producers with family concerns will be pressed for time, especially with seeding and calving season.
Right now, it looks like they're asking for 2 days at the end of March and 2 days in June, and perhaps more and emails and such in between. But I think it's really worth our time.
The government is setting up 6 technical working groups with about 10 to 12 people each, so they're looking for about 72 people to inform the drafting of regulations and guidelines. The areas of discussion are employment standards and labor relation codes. 2 groups will tackle a review of existing OHS requirements and exceptions, also best practices for OHS in agriculture and OHS education training and certification.
For an OH&S, we're looking for folks that have a particular skill set or a keen interest in helping with that process, as well as employment standards and on labor code, people that have a particular interest.
The Ag Minister is also keen on listening more to what producers are saying before writing these guidelines.
In reality, we're going to take whatever time it needs to make sure we get it right. So I'll be taking a lot of advice from these technical working groups.
I'm hoping that an actual roundtable discussion, sitting down with them and giving us our actual input.
You can get the nomination forms on the government website alberta.ca, farmandranchconsultations.cfm. The deadline is February 26th. Gerard Lampow, Newcap News.
Anti-bullying month events are in full swing here in Lloydminster over the next couple of weeks, with Pink Day coming up on the 24th. It's the 6th year for the campaign, and organizations like the Lloydminster and District Co-op are looking to bring the message to greater prominence in the area. Josh Ryan reports.
Each February, the Pink Day campaign is seeing increased involvement of schools and organizations around the border city. Lloydminster Co-op and District Marketing Manager Christine Alexander says it's a priority to support the community on this issue.
Well, for us, the anti-bullying campaign really makes sense. It makes sense in terms of supporting families, supporting those conversations, and supporting the programming that exists in Lloydminster and area to help students, to help children, to help youth, and to help us as adults deal with the impacts of bullying in our community.
Each year, anti-bullying merchandise is made available at Lloyd Co-op marketplaces and Gaspar locations, as well as at special events occurring around the city. A portion of each purchase goes towards local anti-bullying programs, and every piece displays a striking visual image.
We know that anti-bullying and the message of anti-bullying is certainly a conversation that goes further than a pink t-shirt. But for us, it's something that we're very proud of in terms of showing that support and showing the visual representation of the anti-bullying message through wearing the color pink.
New this year for the campaign is a special public event at the Vic Juba Theatre on the 25th, with champion Saskatchewan Rough Rider Luke Mullender as the guest speaker. Co-op is partnering with the Red Cross and Beyond Border Circle of Change for the event.
Luke's mission is to change the culture around bullying. So when he comes to Lloydminster, we're encouraging everybody who can to attend the event.
In advance of Pink Day, Red Cross trained high schoolers will be out amongst their younger peers in the border city. Spencer Spironis joined the cause because of personal experience with bullying.
When I was younger, I was bullied a few times here and there throughout elementary. I decided to join the Red Cross when I was given the opportunity so that I could help kids escape what I had to go through.
Spironis says the key is educating kids at an early age.
Bullying is easiest to treat when it is in its earliest stages, so if you can stop it before it starts, it's the most effective.
And with the ever-growing influence of technology on the next generation, getting this message across has become even more urgent.
Times have changed, and our kids now need more help and more assistance than ever. There are also a lot of adults that are coming forward and saying, I was impacted by bullying as a child, and I want to make sure that I can address this properly going forward.
Josh Ryan, Newcap News.
Valentine's Day is on Sunday. If that comes as a surprise, it may already be too late for you, but you might be able to salvage the day of love, and maybe even without breaking the bank. Brandon Hess hit the typical Valentine's hotspots in Lloydminster today and has more on what he found.
The Flower Shop, a busy point of attraction around Valentine's Day. Buying flowers for a special someone, Grower Direct says you can still celebrate even if you are on a budget.
Our price point starts at about $8 and up, and we've focused on actually doing a lot of our arrangements at a lower price point to help out with that.
In addition to flowers, jewelry is also a big hit. Richardson's Jewelry in the Lloyd Mall has some economy-friendly specials for the big day.
So Pandora beads and bracelets are really well priced. We have Michael Kors jewelry and watches that are really well priced. And anything this week, regular price is 25% off of in-stock merchandise.
From flowers to jewelry and eating out, there are ways you can save money this Valentine's Day and still get something for that special someone.
Maybe you're planning a romantic dinner. Spiro's restaurant has the perfect dine-out menu for you and your special someone, affordable and convenient.
We're offering a promotion right now and it'll also be effective on Valentine's Day. Buy a bottle of wine and then get half off any appetizer, as well as we are offering prime rib that evening.
And remember, sometimes an evening in and a home-cooked meal can go a long way. For Newcap News, this is Brandon Hess reporting.